Okay, my topic is multi-objective end-to-end optimization for production line balance and dynamic capacity. So I will divide this into 4 sessions. First is for the literature review, and second is for the research, and third is for the results, and final is for conclusions. Well, since we are not coming from the same field, so I would like to introduce some of the very basic concepts when we are doing manufacturing. Assembly line, basically when we are going, for production, we have an assembly line concept. So we divide the words into assembly lines. In each assembly line, there are different workstations, and we combine the tasks. Okay, say for example, I have a product. I have maybe 30 tasks. Then I would group them into different terminals, and then we call this terminals or stations. And the main thing for people, for the research, is to group them to balance so that the durations of each station is about the same. We call it line balance. And this one we have already few decades. I think 3 or 4 decades already. People trying to do the line balance, and then they have come up with a lot of very sophisticated methodology and algorithm in order to balance the line. Okay, so mixed mode production system. Basically, if I want to produce a product, I can use just a single product, or I can have several different products produced together. Okay, when I produce them together, we call it mixed mode productions. So, which is becoming more and more popular because right now the production is becoming more and more flexible. People, they want their own products. So the more that we can produce different kind of products in the smaller batches, smaller size, then it will give us more flexibilities. Okay. Now, unfortunately, if we do the production line too complex, and then you will see situations, there are 2 things happen. First, we will make the people that are doing the productions, or the planning people, will find it very complex because they become of different kinds of stations, or different production lines, different configurations. This one we call it complexity. And the second thing is that there will be unexpected events happen in the real time, such as machinery down, material shortage. So this one, once you have these kind of things, production cannot follow. Then this is different from what we do, and this is called this introduce the capacity. Okay, so we'll do a holistic approach. So we try to find mathematical models, trying to reduce the complexity and also the line balance. Now, complexity, we don't like complexity because basically we need more information to understand things. Okay, we don't follow what we plan. So there are 2 kinds of complexity. First is the planning complexity. By itself, the plan is already complex. The second thing is that we just explained the execution, which we call it dynamic capacity. So we want to have not just a qualitative meaning, we want to have a quantitative meaning, so that when we reduce complexity, it is measurable. So basically, this is the equations for complexity. So this is based on the Shannon's complexity, Shannon's information entropy, which is in a similar form as the physical entropy. So basically, we have a probability of one thing happen, and also we have a log of this probability, and group them together is a measure of capacity in whatever stages. Okay, so this is what now that's why we have the different combinations. So these are all the things happen, and then you can regroup in this situation, group in this situation. And when we want to reduce this one, and we measure it, this one will come in the same form as what we have for the Shannon's entropy. So when we're talking about some deviations from what is planned, we call it dynamic entropy or operational entropy. So line balance, we want to optimize it. Okay. By itself, line balance is a NP hard issue. Basically, it's telling that even if you have a computer, you try to solve it, but basically you are not able to solve it because of the time computation is too long. Okay? So that's why we call it NP hard issue, law polynomial time hard issue. So we optimize it. We have different kinds of meta-heuristic approach, as just some of the speakers just explained. So ACO is one of them. Basically, you see that we see the ends is going from this direction. We put an obstacle here. Okay, you'll find that ends originally trying to find this path, okay, and this path equally. But after a certain while, very fast, most of the ends know that we go to these directions. So the equation is like this. So basically, there are two parts in it. First is the formal trial, this part, and then the other is the heuristic. So basically, this one is talking about is based on historical information. This one is based on the new information that they find. And then we also have the way to make sure that the local and also the global minimal, how to search it so that it will not be trapped into the local optimal locations. Now, in our approach, we use multi-objectives. So that's why that we have different kinds of heuristic and also the Fermat parameters. So this is a way for my research. Basically, this is an old way of doing optimizations just based on the line balance, cycle time. So now I added with that, I get the capacity, whether it's dynamic or structural capacity, and I use the ACO to optimize the whole thing and use a MATLAB program to do this. So the product I'm studying is some ultrasonic scanning machines. They are very similar, so that's why it's a big model products. They are produced all in the same way. But because the quantity is not high, that's why that it's very important to how to balance them, but make sure that it's not too complex. So these are business matrix for the 4 machines. Then is the task time, delay time, which can happen in the real situations based on past history. So I have altogether 16 tasks. So this is the combined piston matrix. Add them together, become one matrix. So this is the state diagram based on the combined matrix, combined piston matrix. So this is a program. The purpose of the program, of the method. Now, this is the result. First, you look at, I have a parameter to control the line balance. I have a parameter to control the dynamic capacity. I also have a parameter to control the dynamic capacity when rearrangement of sequence is possible by the operation people. Okay. Then finally, I have a beta. Beta basically is the heuristic parameters. So if I keep the rest to be 0 for the dynamic capacity, only keeping the line balance to be 1, then I can get a very good line balance, which is cycle time line balance. But the dynamic capacity is still at a high level. So based on this one, this is a good line balance. There's the tasks for different stations. For the structural capacity, I can also do the same. So basically, I have a good cycle time, Okay, I know I have a good structural capacity. Okay, because the structural capacity, the lower the better. Okay, but the cycle time is high. So basically, I only optimize for the structural capacity, the planning capacity. Okay, so structural capacity is optimized mainly because that, look at like this case, this original, this is after optimization. This one I have two events which are about the same duration, these are time durations. And then this one I have only one task which is particular, permanent. So it's easier for the person to control this because basically they only control this part. They plan according to this part, it's easier. Okay, so I can use my algorithm to minimize both the cycle time and also on the structural capacity. Basically, I change parameter for the structural capacity and also for the life balance. And similarly, I can also do the same for dynamic complexity, which is the actual execution complexity based on the past history. So that's why the cycle time is also minimized, and so also the dynamic complexity is also minimized. So it is minimized is because, now when you look at this, is this before, this after. Now this is the event where we have the longest delay. So instead of putting it up front in a particular station, we'll put it at the back. So when you see that for execution, people will look at this one, it's more adherent to the planning. This one, since here is already not adherent to the planning. That's why this one is more complex. So conclusion, basically I have a model which I can optimize the life balance, structural complexity, okay, both of them, and also that I can also optimize the dynamic capacity with arrangement of sequence and also no arrangement of sequence. Okay, these are other papers I published previously. You can find in my paper. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Edward. You have given us a very good presentation. We are very glad for that. Having you here is also an opportunity for us to learn a lot. Okay. And especially for me, as being the session chair, for having a professor like you in the session is an honor for me. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. This time is time for the audience to give you or to ask you some question or give you some suggestion or comments.
For a multi-objective problem, you use the ACO. So how to calculate the fitness value? Because the mathematical equation just a fitness value, and how to compare the two objective, cycle time and the structure complexity.
Okay. Now, what the objective? If I go back to this question. This is the multi-objective equations. Okay, you will see that there is a beta and also alpha here. So alpha is to control the 12 parameters. So this one is to control the heuristic parameters. So this, we can change the alpha and beta for this one. That's what I have done. So now you are talking about the fitness, which is the best one. So we must do some iterations. We need to do some experiment. So that's why I need to collect a lot of data, okay, based on the current situation for this particular task. And then that's actually I run my program for a few days in order to find which is the best parameters for this particular case.
Thank you very much. For the other question, we don't have time. I'm really sorry for that. The next paper will be A0017 by Chen Cao Cao of Darlene University of Technology.